There was a time when dining out felt like a reward, a break from routine, a moment of connection. Whether it was your favorite local diner or that new trendy spot downtown, going out to eat wasn't just convenient. It was affordable, easy, and fun. But somewhere along the way, that experience changed. Today, eating out feels more like a gamble. The food? Hit or miss. The prices? Higher than ever. And don't even get started on the tipping screens, mystery fees, and shrinking portions. On average, people still eat out around 4 to 5 times a month and order takeout or delivery at least 3 times. But more and more, the vibe has shifted from excitement to frustration. The meals are costing more and delivering less, and families are starting to question, is it even worth it anymore? Let's break this down. The Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that a single person spends about $222 per month dining out. For a married couple without kids, it jumps to $373. Add kids to the picture, and you're pushing $500 a month on restaurants alone. Now think about that. That's thousands of dollars a year going toward food that often doesn't taste better than what you could make at home. And it's not just the prices. People are noticing a decline in quality. Smaller portions, longer wait times, poor service, and food that's often just average. Add in new junk fees disguised as health charges, kitchen fees, or service surcharges, things that weren't on your bill a few years ago, and suddenly that casual dinner turns into an unexpected financial hit. The final insult? The tip screen. You've probably been there. You walk into a place, order at the counter, grab your food to go, and just before you pay, the iPad flips around with tip suggestions starting at 20%. You haven't even received the food yet. You're not being served, but you're being asked to tip like it's a 5-star experience. It creates an awkward pressure, one that's pushing even loyal customers away. And while we all want to support local businesses, it's hard to ignore the math. One couple said it best. Every time we went out to eat, I'd think to myself, I could have made this at home for half the cost and twice the flavor. And they're not alone. More and more people are rediscovering the power and the savings of cooking at home. What started as a way to cut costs has turned into a lifestyle shift. Cooking together becomes a hobby, a moment of calm, a creative outlet, and yes, a massive financial win. People are investing in kitchen gadgets, learning new recipes, and turning their homes into gourmet havens. The food tastes better, it's healthier, and they're keeping more money in their pockets. This shift in mindset aligns with a bigger wealth principle: control. Millionaires don't just make smart investments, they control their lifestyle costs. Quiet wealth isn't about showing off. It's about knowing where your money is going and making intentional decisions. Eating at home may not feel flashy, but it's one of the most underrated habits of the financially successful. Of course, not every meal can be made at home. Certain foods, like Chinese takeout or complex fried dishes, are hard to replicate without time, technique, or specialized tools. But that's just it. Dining out is becoming more of an occasional treat than a weekly habit. It's about value. If you're going to spend $100 on a night out, it better be an experience, not a regret. And unfortunately, poor service is becoming just as common as high prices. Long wait times, overwhelmed staff, and mistakes that go uncorrected all chip away at the joy of eating out. When you're spending premium prices, the last thing you want is to feel like an afterthought. Combine that with tipping pressures, and you've got a perfect recipe for disappointment. And it's not just older generations feeling the pinch. Everyone from Gen Z to boomers is starting to question the math. A college student grabs a quick bite and spends $18. A retiree goes out for a simple breakfast and walks away with a $23 bill. A young couple grabs drinks, and the bill jumps $60 just on alcohol. It's no longer just grumpy old folks complaining about rising prices. It's everyone. And those delivery apps? They're no savior. In fact, they might be the worst offender of all. You order Uber Eats or DoorDash thinking you're saving time. But what arrives is often lukewarm, soggy, and wrapped in plastic. Then the bill hits: food cost, delivery fee, service fee, and tip. $35 later, you're eating something that doesn't taste half as good as you imagined. And worse, you know it. It's not that people don't want to go out anymore. It's that the return on investment just isn't there. Even groceries have gotten expensive. So you'd think that would make dining out look more appealing by comparison, but somehow it doesn't. Why? Because when you cook at home, you're in control. You can stretch ingredients, prep for the week, and turn one meal into 3. It's not just about saving money. It's about maximizing it. And we haven't even touched on the restaurant owners. They're not the enemy here. In fact, they're struggling too. Costs are up across the board: food, wages, rent, utilities, and many small restaurants are barely surviving. According to the BLS, about half of restaurants close within 5 years. Only 30% make it to 10. It's heartbreaking, because many of them are just trying to support their families, keep their employees working, and serve their communities. But in this economy, even that feels like a mountain to climb. So what's the takeaway? We're not telling you to stop eating out altogether. We're saying, make it intentional. Save those nights for real experiences: birthdays, celebrations, meals you can't replicate at home. For the rest, build the habit of cooking at home. It saves you money, improves your health, and gives you the confidence that you're in control, not just of your meals, but of your finances. And if you want to build wealth, it starts with small decisions like this. Want to save more? Cook more. Want to invest more? Spend less on convenience. Want to retire early? Track your habits today. The millionaire mindset isn't about deprivation, it's about discipline. It's about knowing that every dollar you save has a future use, and every habit you form becomes part of your financial identity. So before you order that overpriced meal tonight, ask yourself, is this worth it? Or could I turn that $40 dinner into a $400 investment 10 years from now? You already know the answer. If this message resonated with you, if you've felt the sting of a disappointing meal, or you're ready to take back control of your spending, then do me a favor. Like this video. Drop a comment below and tell us, what's your biggest dining regret? Or better yet, what's your favorite home-cooked meal that saved you a ton? And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're diving deeper into smart money moves, personal finance tips, investment strategies, and quiet wealth every single week. This is more than just a channel. It's a mindset. One that can change your life, one smart choice at a time. See you in the next one.